Welcome back to Coach Factory. I'm Kathy, and here we talk about how to grow your coaching business, find more clients, have better coaching sessions, and have a lot more fun doing it. If you're new here, we would love to have your subscription. If you are a coach and you're looking to grow your business and have a greater impact. Today, I want to talk a little bit about sales funnels. What is a sales funnel? Why do people use them? How do they work? And how you can easily implement a very simple sales funnel in order to grow your business. So first, what is a sales funnel? Well, a sales funnel is basically what a funnel does, right? You have a funnel in the kitchen, you pour liquid in the top and it goes into an intended container. So it starts out very wide and it gets more narrow until it gets to the target destination. In the field of sales and online marketing specifically, a sales funnel is something that attracts a wider audience and that funnels people into a sale, into engaging with your offer. Whether you are selling products or you are just selling coaching, a sales funnel can be incredibly helpful to reach a wider audience and find more clients who need your coaching and your products. Now, a funnel starts very wide. So this is the top of the funnel. The top of the funnel tries to reach the widest audience possible in your target audience, in your niche. So you are trying to reach a wide audience with the top of funnel type of activities. These type of activities can be anything from your social media content, your YouTube videos, posts on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. You post content that engages with your target niche. It reaches a wide audience, and not everybody who goes into the top of your sales funnel is going to end up at the bottom, where it becomes much more narrow and much more targeted. The top of the funnel types of activities reach a wide audience. So you have to expect that people who are engaging with these top of funnel types of activities, engaging with your social posts, are not people who are going to end up in the middle of the funnel. Now, the middle of the funnel are places where people might end up on your email list, and you might have a sequence of emails that go to someone who signs up to your list to start to nurture them in a relationship with you, nurture them to take a deeper look at your coaching or your offer, whatever that may be. These types of activities reach a smaller group, but these are people who have actually taken some action from your top of funnel activities. So they have signed up to get a free PDF download. They've signed up to maybe attend one of your webinars. Either way, they have taken some kind of step that has indicated that they have some interest in what you have to offer. In the middle of the funnel, our next step is to get people to the bottom of the funnel. And this is where someone would want to have a conversation with you, buy one of your products, actually take the step of engaging you in a coaching call. This might be even when they buy one of your coaching products or a course. Either way, the bottom of the funnel is where someone makes the decision. Now, do people just linearly go from the top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel? No, they might need to engage with you, watch your videos, listen to your podcast, read some of your blog posts. They might have to do this a number of times before they actually engage in the middle of the funnel, and even more times before they actually purchase something at the bottom of the funnel. Now, how do you design an effective funnel? How does this actually work? The first thing we must do is identify our niche, identify what our ideal client looks like and what problem are we helping them solve. It might be helpful to create a client avatar, understand their demographics, understand who it is that we're talking to, and what is their pain point? What is it that they're trying to solve? What kind of content can you create in order for them to understand that you're someone who has solved that problem for other people in the past? You may have even solved that problem yourself. Your story is effective here. We have another video about developing your story and communicating it, a framework that can help you. That is linked down below if you want to take a look at that. Next, we have to identify which network our ideal clients hang out on? Where are they? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Instagram? Maybe they are in a very targeted subreddit where they are discussing the problem that they have. Once you identify where people are, you can start engaging with them, answering questions, being helpful, showing that you are someone who understands their problem and can help them solve it. When you exhibit what you can do in the top of the funnel, it encourages more people to jump in and learn a little bit more. With top of funnel activities, it's very important, of course, to remain consistent. If you show up in a subreddit and answer everybody's questions one day and then never show up again, it's hard for people to remember who you are. By remaining consistent with your posting schedule and your interaction schedule, you show people that you understand the problem and that you are always there. The next step is to develop a vehicle for people to get into the middle of the funnel. How do people start engaging directly with you? Lead magnets, of course, are an easy way to do this. Now, what is a lead magnet? This is anything from a free ebook, a free PDF, a webinar that someone can attend, longer content that you might put behind an email opt-in. These middle of the funnel lead magnets get people engaging with you, and it's a place where you get that email address so that you can nurture the relationship with them in their inbox, where you can personalize conversations, where you can actually even email somebody and say, hey, this isn't an automated email. It's really just me. I just want to know, are you dealing with this kind of problem, and what kind of solutions have you tried in the past? Any kind of conversation like that is going to help them get to the bottom of the funnel much quicker. Now, it's important when you are developing the middle of the funnel that you have an email service provider set up, something that allows you to automate those nurture sequences, those emails that go out in a timed fashion, maybe one every 3 days for a little bit of time, so that you can nurture that relationship. You want to automate this and not do it one off, because that's going to save you time. Of course, when you automate something, you can't be as personal, but it's going to save you time. There are trade-offs with everything. We then need to guide people further down that funnel. This, of course, takes time and nurturing, but we want to show as many reasons why someone would want to engage with you and get to the bottom of the sales funnel. This would be client testimonials, examples of other people that you have helped solve the problem that someone might be facing. You can offer low commitment offers, a free coaching call, a mini session, a group session where a number of people might show up and they might just want to listen in, or they might want to participate. Anything that's low commitment that they don't have to put down their credit card for, but they can get a taste of what coaching with you is actually like. Of course, if you are nurturing someone to the bottom of the funnel, it is incredibly important that you have very clear calls to action. You have to understand that people need to know that there is a next step. If you give them too many things, people go into decision fatigue. Well, I can't decide. I had one friend of a friend who was interested in a number of different things that I could offer. And I asked, well, would you like to do this kind of session, or are you more interested in that? But even that confused them. I then said, you could have said we could do both. And I would have taken you through a mini session of both so you could get a taste of what we could do together. But just that asking of a question of, do you want this or that, put them into a state of paralysis. When you're making a call to action in your emails, in your lead generation, or even in a meeting sign up, it's very important to be very clear. This is what you're signing up for, and this is what you're going to get. My lesson was to say, we're going to do a little bit of both. This process with motivation code and that process with neuro-linguistic programming. That way, they know exactly what they're getting. They don't have to make any further decisions in order to decide what's right for them. You're going to show them both. The less decisions that you have someone make, the easier it is for them to make the one decision, the important decision. Now, you see this all of the time. You might not immediately recognize it, but think about it. When you check out on Amazon, for example, and you add things to your cart and you go to the checkout button. Once you go into checkout, the navigation to the rest of Amazon.com goes away. They take away any other distractions, and all they do is say, here's your cart. Give us your credit card number and decide when you want it, and then click buy. Those are the only decisions that are important. If you have clicked checkout, there's no more shopping. You're in line. There are people behind you, and you don't want to lose your place in line. This is the digital way of doing it. You're making sure that people are going to stay committed to the decision that they've made. So make sure that your call to action, make sure that your offer, make sure that everything is very clear and gets people to the one thing that they came there to do. When you're building out your funnel, make things simple. From the beginning to the end, don't add too many options. If you have a site that has all of your courses on it, don't put your links to all of my courses. Make sure that whatever lead generation that you're doing, whatever you're doing in the top or the middle of the funnel, leads to one thing. For example, I have both security products as well as mindset products on my site because it's who I am. I have been a security professional and I help people through a lot of security issues, but I also help people unhack their minds. So when I am doing my marketing, I do some marketing that's specifically security on one of my YouTube channels, and the other YouTube channel is 100% mindset. And I link directly to the product landing page, not to my overall course site, because they are such disparate things. It's a little complicated. We're all a little complicated, but I want to be able to help people who have those different needs. But if I took my security people who are like, okay, I've got this hacked website and I need to have a solution in order to fix it, or I'm very scared about my security, I was just under attack, I don't talk to them about mindset. They are not in the place to have that kind of conversation. A sales funnel is described as a funnel because it is incredibly specific. It is taking people in one place and nurturing them down into making one decision, whether it's your coaching, whether it's a product, whether it's some other kind of engagement that you would like them to take. Be very specific. You might need multiple funnels. For example, for my security courses, I have funnels set up for them. And for my mindset coaching, I have specific funnels set up there as well. I don't even really start talking about NLP versus motivation code or the other modalities I use. Instead, I only talk about results. I talk about the outcomes that my clients experience. I don't talk about what I'm doing. So people are interested in themselves. They are interested in getting solutions to the problems that they face. And as coaches, it's our job to coach them to that final decision, coach them through the process in order to get to the place where they get their problem solved. And that requires a sales funnel. It requires you thinking about your sales process in a way that is as focused as your client's desire for a positive outcome to the problem that they're facing. Whatever it might be, they have some kind of pain and they need a solution to that problem. They are not looking to shop at TJ Maxx. They are looking for a solution to one problem. So whatever that might be in your niche, think about the sales process in terms of a funnel. You are trying to find the people who are most likely to engage with you. And the way to identify them is in that middle of the funnel. If you're standing in front of an audience of people who seem like your target market, maybe you're at an association event and you're in front of your target market. There might only be 4 or 5 people in a room of 100 who fit the profile of someone that would work with you. Speaking in front of that audience can be incredibly effective. It's a top of funnel activity, but those 4 or 5 people, they need to get to the middle of the funnel. And if you are standing in front of that audience, encouraging them to get on your email list helps them self-identify as someone who is open to working with you. And maybe you'll only get 2 of those people to engage you in a coaching program. But all of those top of funnel activities are so important. And that middle of the funnel is just as important. The last thing you want to do is to have somebody fall out from the middle of the funnel. You want to help them get to the bottom of the funnel and start working with you. Now, what about you? Do you use sales funnels? Do you use them online? Do you use them offline? I'd be curious to know what works for you, what has helped you grow your coaching business, or where do you have issues? Where do you have problems? If perhaps you'd like to talk about your sales funnel, I do coaching sessions completely for free with other coaches to help them understand what they're doing in their business. I have over a decade of experience helping organizations both in the tech field as well as running my husband's coaching business for him, running the back end of things. So I've seen coaching programs that work, and I've seen what's worked with online marketing for a very long time. So I am here to be of service to you. You can book me for a coaching call down below. That free 30-minute call has no strings attached whatsoever. I really just want to be here to help you get the most out of your coaching business. So thanks for being here. Drop me a comment. Give me a like if any of this was helpful to you. And we'll see you next time on Coach Factory.